Hey, welcome to Laurel Island. This is Sarah from Lady Cadence Island, and I want to show you the upcoming German set that will be here in just a couple more weeks. We're in August, so we're finishing up the Venice set, and as you can see, I added these beautiful lemon tiles from the Venice set to my current German set on Laurel Island. I also have a courtyard in here that I added last year, as well as this cozy corner over here. It's kind of tucked behind some trees, but those just work so nicely with the German set. And that's one thing I love about a lot of these sets is that they are very versatile and a lot of things work well together. You can see from last year, I also have this fence. This is from the permanent shop. It's designed to go with the India set. However, it does work really nicely also with this set. And items from the Alpine set, of course, work nicely as well, like those beautiful stair step stones from the Alpine set. Now, a few things that are going to be repeated this year. This cute little sewing house, that is going to be repeated. A decoration. I already have another one, and that's over on Snowdrop, and it's in the entryway where you transition from the grass to the snow. Um, Other repeated items are going to be those beautiful flower planters. I've got 3 of those, and they're alternating between the lemon tiles right now. Those are so cute, and they go on the cobblestone. Now, the cobblestone is what actually goes with the German set. However, I had already gotten in the habit of kind of making a checkerboard pattern with the tile from the Venice set because shadows fall over properly onto the tiles from the Venice set. However, they do not fall on top of the cobblestone. So that already was kind of the reasoning for alternating those tiles. And now also I love to add in the beautiful lemon tiles. They work so nicely too because look how well they match with the yellows and reds and blues of these German houses as well. So those are gorgeous. I also added in fountains from the Venice set just to give you an idea of what you can be doing and planning ahead. You might want to snag some more of those tiles or fountains to incorporate with your German set. They work really nicely. The new additions too, besides those, I did get that cute little checkerboard table. That is currently in the memoir shop, available um, available for Deja Vu tokens. So that was really cute addition. The rest of this is the same from last year. Now I do also have a few extra little items in here. Like there is trees from October set from last year, and a few other little things, odds and ends tucked in. This was from the Venice set as well, the flower shop. I got that last year. I think it was a Detectives Needed prize. Now, let's scoot over here to where I have cleared out space for the upcoming set items. Now, I do want to keep this adorable bridge in the water because there's a lot of water decorations here. Let's quickly go over a few more of the repeated ones. This path through the heather is a repeated decoration. Love it. I snagged this over from Orchid Island. I plan on getting another one from the new German set when it comes out. I went ahead and left all the space here to kind of help me get some ideas for next month's set, and I will show you a couple mock-up ideas that I did make. The other thing I pulled over that's a repeat is this. Actually, it is a mountain tunnel, so it's a train tunnel. I have this over on Magnolia. I'm sorry, not Magnolia, Marigold, and it is actually used as a train tunnel on Marigold. This is going to be another repeated decoration, and it's worth 700 flowers, so it's awesome. Plus, the beauty of it is you can tuck it in like this and not use the tunnel feature, but it just looks like a kind of rocky, stony area that's up, like a little mountain area. The other thing is going to be these beautiful chestnut trees. Now, these were new decorations last year for the German set. Super glad they're bringing those back because I definitely do want to get a few more of those. Now, I don't have room necessarily to put them here, but I will probably put them in other islands. Now, if you'll remember, I do have alpine items on this island. So I've got a few of those things over here, and these little woodland type decorations as well. So this might be changed up a little, not sure. However, primarily this is going to be the spot where I plan to put my new decorations for the month. So let's check out some of those new decorations as well as some mock-up ideas for this set. Now, Laurel Island is small. I'm not sure how many decorations I'm going to get for it, but this is what I have for now. All right, just like normal for a repeated theme or seasonal set, they always have 8 brand new decorations. So the grand prize is always going to be brand new. Love this. It matches the same style as the current German set from previous years. Really beautiful. Love this beautiful little river bend they've got with a boat. Now that's your first marvelous item. Again, same pattern as always. They always have a 2 square marvelous item that you get from the pink star boxes, as well as a single square marvelous item. And that's so adorable, that little bend with the ducks. That can go in several places, so I might get a few of those just because they're super cute. I will probably only get one of the boat. It is only worth 125 flowers, just like normal. So when I get duplicates of those, I always just immediately place and then sell them. It's free coins, plus it keeps me advancing to get that completion prize, and then after completing it to get the further pink star boxes and travels boxes. So that's why I always do that when I get those marvelous items. They're so great. Don't be upset about getting duplicates. Sell them immediately. You're not losing flower count. If you immediately place and sell, it just goes back to what it was, and you've got free coins. All right, here are the single square new items for this year. You always have one that's available for purchase for diamonds. Always a lot. I never get it. It does usually come back around again as either a memoir deja vu item. That often happens, like in the memoir shop, or sometimes in the tip shop, or as a sale item, or as like a detective's needed or something like that. So it does usually come around again, and you don't have to worry about it. These are adorable too. There's that cute little pickle stand worth a good amount of flowers, 120 flowers, and then of course that cute little gate with a water gate, almost like it's damming up the river. So those are cute single square decorations that will be brand new this set. Here are the 2 square items that are brand new that you can buy for coins. I love this cute little cottage on the water, adorable, and it has that little wooden kind of edge to it. You see, it's the same for the trees on the water that makes that little river that kind of just winds around, and then the same for the ladies on the boat. So those kind of all go together. Really gorgeous. You could tuck in those decorations behind others, and then you wouldn't have to worry about the water feature part. So it is flexible, and lots of uses for those too. And finally, here are 2 brand new decorations that will either be sale events, side event rewards. I do believe they're going to make that first one, that cute little cottage, a Club Mysteries reward. I did see that posted. Now, of course, they can change their minds, and they sometimes do change it, but I would love that because we always do Club Mysteries, and that's so adorable. So those are the brand new decorations that will be available in September. Super excited about every single one of those. And then, of course, I showed you some of the repeated options that will be available as well. Now this was the initial mock-up I came up with. This was before I knew what the repeated decorations were. It's very rough, but you see I did pull in some of the wall and tile in there. I don't know if I'm going to get that clock making tower. If it's a sale item, which it most likely will be, I probably won't get it. So this was an idea if I did have it, and then you see how the water elements all kind of flow together as well as an option, and then having that little cottage right at the beginning. So this is just a very, very rough idea of something that I could do. Not sure if I will do anything like that, but that was idea number 1 to start off with. Now this would be a potential second option. Clearly there's a lot of space. I haven't done anything with it all yet. But you see I do have the path through the heather kind of going beside that little dirt path there up to the house. And this would be an option of putting the cottage on the water, kind of tucking it behind. So just some ideas to kind of bounce around, but it'll be much different when I eventually do it. But I do like to have kind of an idea of how it could look. So it gives me a better plan for where I need to leave space, where I need to put water, etc. Now I pulled water off of Marigold because I don't want to purchase water with diamonds, the water tiles, until I know for sure how I want to arrange things. So I'll do that after everything is built. Let's take a look at a few other changes I've made because I was moving things around on Magnolia. Now this is similar at the beginning here. I did take out the treetop path and put it on Orchid to go with the cat condos. This area is fairly similar otherwise. It is still kind of leading you into a garden path. However, I added more tropical items and took out a lot of the Botanical Bliss items to put over onto Magnolia. So you see I have like this little pretty Mexican agave arch here. The stone path is right in here instead. So this little dirt path leads you to one greenhouse behind this other one, so it looks like they're connected. And then it leads you up into a more tropical area. So we've got more Mexico going on in here. I do have this little pool area that's kind of from Indian, but it's tropical, and I think it still works with the Mexico set items. Got a little fence here, some of that mossy stone, and the clay pathways going around the edges of the hacienda here. I've got all of these buildings for the Mexico set. Big water feature behind it, so it's kind of like it's sitting on its own little lake here. And then this is a little crowded. Not sure I'm gonna keep this the way it is. Well, I know that I won't keep it the way it is, but for now it's just kind of a little bit of a garden back here that's more of a tropical look to it. This again was to replace the Botanical Bliss items because I did make a big feature point out of those on Magnolia. So we're going for more truly tropical feel here. This is all the same as I had it before, kind of a tropical garden party. And then we've got the tropical relaxation zone back here in the back with towers, hammock, reading, just sitting areas. So super cute, but keeping the tropical vibe going. So the part that needs to be fixed, this is very crowded back here, obviously needs to be worked through a little bit and changed up. So we'll be doing that, but that is what I am aiming towards, which is a more tropical feel. Did get a couple other cute decorations like this one here, that bridge leading to the little island on the water with a toucan on it. So thought that was cute. But this is the new tropical version of Willow Island. And now, of course, we've got Magnolia. I did want to move my Botanical Bliss over here and make it a really big garden feature. We've got our tea house and the little shop right here, kind of as your entry point. And then these were the buildings from that Botanical Bliss set. And then those lead you into this big area here. Now the front part's a little crowded. I don't know that I'll keep it the way it is. However, I did really want to create this big garden kind of pathway zone here. And the reason I moved it was primarily because of this fountain I wanted to really highlight. And now I've got fountains all surrounding it between the mermaids, the ones from this month set, these beautiful turtle ponds from the India set, and then of course these are from Botanical Bliss, these little lily pad ponds, because they match perfectly with those stone pathways. And I do have a lot of those lemon tiles again added in because I love them. Another water feature over here which matches the Botanical Bliss items, so that's really beautiful. Again, all the greenhouses. We've got a little bit of Venice here too with a courtyard going back to the little rock planter. And then these columns here that just seem to fit well. Now over here, of course, is just storage, more storage until I open up more space and then can really plot out more areas to this garden and feature points. I will probably have my wedding items back on here again, but not sure for now. So that's how I have transformed these areas as well. And of course, since it is still August, let's look at what we have going on with Venice right now. You've of course seen the tour that I did previously. We have added in some items from the Star Chase. So we've got those cute little dancers there. We have this fun little decoration. That was actually from Orchid Society. Sweep the board, that little kind of tea gazebo type or drinks play, a little bar area, I guess it is there. Then the mask shop over here from Star Chase as well. So those are just really fun decorations. Love this area so much with the beautiful flower pathways, the lemon tiles, the fountains everywhere, tons and tons of fountains, and a fun way to do the canal without it being overbearing. So that's just really, really beautiful. I do love this Venice set so much. It's really gorgeous. And those, of course, again, are my new items to the Venice set, which I absolutely love. Up here is the remainder of some Venice items, but none of this has really changed, so that's all the same. I will probably switch out some of these things, take some of this and put it over on Magnolia when I get more space, and kind of keep that whole big garden pathway flowing through that section. And of course, this is all the same, nothing new here. Do love the beautiful flowers from this month. Lots of different fun flower planters. So those are great. And of course, we've got tons and tons of beautiful flowers here. These gorgeous new planters, and other gorgeous gift bushes that I love to fill in this area. Cat condos again. And then, of course, more of the Venice tiles back here with this whole section. So that is Orchid and Venice, since we are wrapping up August and we'll be going to September very soon. So let's head back to Laurel real fast just to remind ourselves of what was and what is to come. Of course, this here, 800 flowers for the so-and-so. That will be one of the decorations coming back. This cute little family strolling, 100 flowers. That's another repeat decoration. These cute planters for 40 flowers each. Adorable. They will be coming back. That's 3. And then we've got the tree for 700 is coming back again. This cool tunnel for 700 also. Just a great deal. Coming back again. And then we've got 2 additional repeat decorations. And I haven't had these before, and I apologize for the resolution is not great, but those cute little decorations as well. It's a little wolf in the woods, and then the bridge over the water. So lots of great options to choose from, and super excited about the potentials we've got for the German set coming up. And as always, I will show you a completed set once I get all the pieces for that, and looking forward to seeing it.